Welcome back. A Fox News alert overnight. 3 Americans just freed from North Korea arriving at Walter Reed Medical Center just shortly after landing on American soil for the first time in over a year.
Hopefully they'll be just checked out and released pretty quickly. The detainees greeted warmly by President Trump and the First Lady. And here now to react to this is author of Dear Reader, the unauthorized autobiography of Kim Jong-il. Michael Malice here today. Of course, that would be the father of Kim Jong-un, the former leader of North Korea. This is a big day, a big moment. How big of a success story is this for the president?
This is absolutely wonderful. I mean, some people remember in 1981, when President Reagan was sworn in and those Iranian hostages were freed. So the fact that this is, when's the last time that everyone in America got together and said this is a big win for us? That's not ambiguous in any way. President Trump didn't have to give any concessions or anything. He said, look, you got to let these guys out, and Kim Jong-un folded pretty easly.
Take us back to the year 1999 and how this is different.
Right. In 1999, North Korea had Laura Ling and Yoona Lee, who was a reporter, and she brought cameras into North Korea. And, President Clinton had that very famous photo where he's sitting with Kim Jong-il looking like a hostage himself, having to be kind of obsequious. And Kim Jong-il boasted about this. He goes, look, I get former presidents to come here and kiss my ring, and that shows the power I have. Whereas now what we're seeing is Kim Jong-un is willing to leave his country and meet President Trump on neutral soil, which is a very big change from the North Korean approach to the rest of the world historically.
But there still is some bragging rights for Kim Jong-un in this, because isn't it said that just having the President of the United States considering you is an accomplishment when you're this small little hermit kingdom? Well,
I mean, in all fairness, anything that we do, they're going to claim is an accomplishment for them. They have no concept of truth. Whatever the leader does is great whatsoever. In fact, if President Trump didn't have a meeting, they would say, look, he's scared of Kim Jong-un. So that's how they operate over there. But clearly, they're backing down in many ways. They're giving all sorts of concessions without the meetings even having been held, which was completely against the way they worked in the past, digging in their heels. In fact, in previous years, they had meetings with the Japanese, and as soon as the Japanese brought up issues, they literally just got up from the table and left in the middle of having negotiations. So this is a big step forward. And now that we have 3 hostages freed, my hope is that we have 25 million more hostages to go, which is the North Korean people.
At this point, though, as Americans, it's fair to celebrate this occasion this morning and be thrilled and happy for what we've seen play out in the wee hours of the morning.
Yes.
But how do we feel and go forward from here? Skeptical, optimistic? What's your opinion?
The way to look at North Korea is every word they say is a lie, including and the. So all you can look at them is by their actions. And these are concrete, demonstrable moves that things are going in the direction that we want, and frankly that they should want as well, to be a country that's in the 21st century and not, basically the 19th.
Looking at this situation and what we're going to see here in early June when they meet supposedly in Singapore, I don't see how this doesn't turn into a stalemate, because both of these guys really need to win. And in any kind of negotiation, both sides can't win. Who is going to be the one that gives on this? I can tell you it's not going to be the president. There's no way he's going to let this be a losing situation for the United States.
Well, I don't think it would necessarily be a stalemate. We could each be giving up something. For example, I don't think if we pulled out some troops from South Korea to some extent and they gave up their nukes and had human rights improvements, that would be a good deal for everyone across the board.
Would they do that? I mean, would they really do that?
I mean,
that seems like a lot from them.
Yeah, but the fact that they're already willing to leave their country, the fact that they're already willing to talk to President Trump after he mocked Kim Jong-un mercilessly on social media and referred to him in very coarse terms. In the North Korean language, there's a tense that you use just to refer to the leader. And when you have books, their words are written in bigger font and in boldface, kind of like the Bible. So the fact that after referring to him as, fat little rocket man, and he's like, you know what, let's be pals and have a spring trip to Singapore, this is a good step.
Yeah. All right. Thank you for your time this morning. We appreciate it.
All right.
He's ranked one of the best nurses